discussing over the next 60 odd minutes. But we do have a company which is on our radar, Kewal Kiran Clothing, which reported what was a decent Q3. The margins expanded while the realizations significantly came down compared to Q3 of last year. To discuss this and more, we have with us Hemant Jain, who's the joint MD of the company, joining in now. Mr. Jain, thank you very much for joining in. Well, let's start with the realizations, which have come down in this quarter as compared to what you did same time last year, even though your sales quantity has grown by around 16 odd %. Can you just quantify the realization drop for us as well as the reason behind it?
See, if you see, my business model always Q2 is higher than the Q3 because our supply is earlier than we are not in the directly retail business. We are our channel is maximum is the FOFO model. So our supply is earlier than Q3. So if you see historically, if you see always for Q2, and if you are comparison with Q2 last year to this quarters or Q3 the last year to this year, we are on the same growth path, and yes, Q3 is little bit low because the market sentiment, the consumer market sentiment was also low, and the warm winter is also something the business was directly hit in our growth.
Just wanted your thoughts on a couple of things. One is that your core segments, which is jeans and shirts, they grew really well by about 15% for jeans and 39% for shirts. What is this likely to be in your overall mix going forward? And how do you anticipate growth to come in your new segments like kids wear and jackets, etc.? These are high realization products.
Jacket, as far as Q3 jacket business was very low, but yes, in Q4 we will expect. We are thinking we will do better than Q3. Compared to the last year, Q4 was better, and we are launching our junior product also. So I'm expecting Q4 is better than Q3. And as far as growth is concerned, we are saying we will grow by 15. End of the years, we will grow by 15 to 20%.
So for the full year, what kind of revenue are you expecting?
Around 15%.
15% revenue growth. And you had that 1,000 crore revenue target for the next year. You hold on to that? Will you do better?
No. We will do that 1,000 crores for next year. What we committed to the markets and everybody's. We are on the same way, same path, and we will do 1,000 crore next year.
Okay, all right. Well, your margins have managed to sustain at around 19 odd % in this quarter. You did have a guidance of around 18 to 20 odd %. So are you sticking to that guidance?
Yes, we will do. Our EBITDA margin will be restricted to 18 to 20%.
Okay. When you spoke about, demand and consumer sentiment, can you just give us more granular details in terms of what you're expecting maybe in the next couple of quarters? What are the demand trends looking like? And in that context, are there any price changes that you would also be considering?
No, I'm not thinking the prices is going to change because the cotton prices are on a regular basis. It's compared to last year, it is low. And our margin, I think so our margin will increase little bit 1 or 2% in EBITDA margin. But yes, we are hoping the Q4 will be better than the Q3. And there's lots of marriage season this time, and we hope we'll do better than Q3.
Your company has been in the news lately for also filing an appeal against Netflix. They had a show called Killer Soup, and you are saying that it's damaging your own brand Killer. What's the kind of damages that you've sought from them, and what's the reply that you've heard from them?
See, for infringement of brand Killer, the company just sued the file against Netflix because the Killer Soup, what they launched the one serial, and that's why, and the Killer is registered under the film trademarks also. That's why, and our matter is yet to be listed in argument in the courts. Let's see.
Isn't killer just a regular word and anyone could use it? I mean, a lot of people use killer to describe a lot of things as well. So how do
I
you
know
think
killer
this
is a
will...
generic.
Yes.
Yeah, I know killer is a generic name, but in the film trademarks, they cannot use this.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait and see how that pans out. Just wanted to understand that you have a kids wear brand which is launched as well. How exactly is that doing? How much did you generate in terms of sales this quarter? What is your outlook on that? As well as your online sales segment.
See, the junior killer junior kids were we launched just last month, and we are getting very good response. So as far as number is concerned, after 1 or 2 season only we can say what the number we will achieve. But yes, we are getting very good response in kids wear. So we will do better. Hope so. We will say 1 or 2 season later on only we can describe the numbers.
All right, final question then. Let's talk about your retail expansion. You have around 483 exclusive brand outlets. How many outlets do you intend to open in the next 12 to 18 months? And the K-Lounge business, you are looking at rationalizing that and making it into all killer itself. By when do you do that?
The process is already started, and next financial year, we are hoping we will do 62. We will open 60 to 80 stores for next financial years. These are also we are open around 70 odd stores, and in K-Lounge we are, as far as K-Lounge is concerned, we are transferring in the single brand stores. We are not going to close the K-Lounge store. We are transferring into the single brand store like Killer, Lawman or Easy's. And for next financial, we are going to open around 60 to 80 stores.
Okay, all right. So we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that is Kewal Kiran talking to us about the company's Q3 performance. Remember that the stock has rallied around 100% from its 52-week low of around 364 odd rupees, but it's down around 11 odd percent from the highest level that we've seen in the past 52 weeks for that particular stock, which is at over 800 odd rupees. Today, reacting negatively to its numbers. We'll take a short break. On the other side, we'll get chatting with the CEO of New Gen Software to discuss their Q3 performance. Stay tuned.